Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Man, week 3 action on YouTube right now. More predictions, more picks. Joined today by, as always, P227
What up,
Connor.
guys?
Real quickly, is there any bye weeks for teams this week?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look real quick just to make sure, because I'm actually curious to see if there's any bye weeks. Because I know, like, usually they start bye weeks at week 3, but now with the new schedule, they might have changed it. Just a real quick look, real quickly. I cannot tell on NFL.com, apparently, who has bye weeks and who doesn't. When's the Bills bye week, actually?
Man, I can't remember.
7. Let me go week
Yep,
7 and see if the Bills are listed as a bye week. No, they're not. Teams on byes are on the bottom. Okay. Well, week 3, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to talk about some more football. No one has bye weeks in week 3 apparently, so everyone's gonna be playing this week as well. This is gonna be interesting. Let's just get to the first game here. Actually, before we get to the first game, here is the prediction. Here is the week 2 records from last week and also overall week score as well from everybody. As you can see, Potter, you actually won the
Who's
predictions
that
for
at
week
the
2.
top? Who's that at the top there? That looks like it says Potter, right?
It might be me because I'm actually leading on overall score, but I might just put you up there. I don't
Right
know.
there under you.
What?
Who's right there under you?
You have a point there. You are right under me.
Guess who went 9-7 this week? Suck my dick, Ace. Fucking don't know football because you're a fucking cheating ass Patriots fan. Pick the Dolphins to beat the Bills. What type of crack are you smoking, dog?
Oh
God,
boy.
stop living in AWW universe because you are not better than me in any capacity, anywhere. I will always rule you. Bow to your fucking king right here, right now.
Anyways, huh?
I said enough of that. Let's get on with this.
Week 3, we start off in Thursday night game. It's gonna be the Carolina Panthers at the Houston Texans. You have a big news about this game.
Panthers heading into Houston, undefeated. Sam
Yeah?
Darnold undefeated.
It's crazy to say, isn't it?
When did you ever think you'd have the chance to say that Sam Darnold is undefeated?
Let's be honest here. We both picked the Saints, didn't we?
I think we did. We both picked the Saints, but still, Sam fucking Darnold. Holy shit.
Darnold, I'm impressed with Sam Darnold. I think he's actually a really good quarterback.
I honestly believe now, after the horrid game that the Jets had this past weekend, that the Jets are definitely kicking themselves in the asses for letting Sam Darnold go. This kid lit the Saints up. Yeah, he made a couple of bonehead moves, but for him to come from a perennial losing team, for him to, and I know he's probably gotten more wins under his belt than that, but to go 2-0 to start this season, a brand new team, brand new energy, brand new everything for Sam Darnold. And Sam Darnold right now, whether you guys like it or not, is a winner. He's a winner.
Real
And
quick,
I honestly think with all the problems in Houston right now, because Tyrod Taylor's expected to miss 4 weeks.
There it is.
I'm gonna take the Panthers. I'm gonna think that the Panthers are gonna roll along here and go 3-0, but the Texans aren't gonna give up without a fight. This kid, I can't remember his name. I can't remember who's gonna be playing for Tyrod Taylor, but he's definitely a rookie. I definitely read about him on PFT earlier today. I don't think that this kid's gonna do well. I mean, I've been wrong before. Last week, I tried to say that the Lions' defense was as good as the Saints, and yeah, I was wrong about that too. So, like, these are rookies.
I got stuff to say about the Lions when we get to that game. But anyways, for right now, Carolina at Houston. What's the score gonna be?
28-7.
28-7 against the Houston Texans. I'm gonna look up real quickly.
Texans are without Deshaun Watson still, and now Tyrod Taylor's out for 4 weeks.
I want to know
Up
who
to
the
4
actual
weeks.
quarterback is.
Huh?
I want to know who the actual quarterback's gonna be, though.
Hold on.
I'm looking it up right now. David Mills. That's right.
Yeah, there it is. David Mills.
He was drafted, I believe, in like the 3rd or 4th rounds, I believe, right?
Right.
All right. So I'm gonna say this: anyone that's disrespecting Sam Darnold, especially Week 1, all you people that was in my thing saying that Sam Darnold's just gonna be a fraud, Sam Darnold's this, that, and the other, and you're all Jet fans, I know, and I feel sorry for you guys that you have to watch Zach Wilson throw 4 interceptions. Oh wait, sorry, I'm not there yet. I'll talk about the Jets later. But Sam Darnold's actually lighting up the league right now with the Carolina Panthers. He looks rejuvenated in that spot right now in Carolina. It reminds me of Ryan Tannehill in Tennessee, if we're being honest.
Hey, Wolf, who said that the Panthers were going to be good at the beginning of the year with Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold was going to find his new step in a new home? Who said that?
We both did.
Who said it in week 1?
We both did in week 1.
Who said it? I think I said it first. I did.
We'd have to look back on the video and see. I was actually very high on Sam Darnold for Carolina.
Dude, I love Sam Darnold. I loved him coming out of the draft. I just knew he was going to a shit team when he went to the fucking Jets. Fuck the Jets, Jets. They S-U-C-K, suck.
We'll talk about the Jets when we get later to the video.
How that shit's gonna stay. Don't worry, Jets fans. I'll get to you later.
Anyways, I'm taking Carolina 30-13. I don't think Texans really gonna have that much of a chance against Carolina.
You can't say the kid's not gonna do nothing. And he's gonna try.
Oh yeah, he's gonna try. He's gonna score at least 13 points on the board.
Yeah, two field goals in a tub. That sounds about right.
So I'm taking Carolina. Next game up, we got the Washington football team at the Buffalo Bills. People that want me to go off about the Buffalo Bills, I am not gonna go off on them. You guys go off first.
Wait. No, the next game that we're talking about is the Colts and the Titans.
I have it on here where it's the Washington football team and Buffalo Bills. You're looking at the other thing.
No, I'm looking at the schedule right here.
Yeah, but I have it where it's on the pick'em sheet, not the.
Oh, you're going off the pick'em sheet.
Yes.
So, Washington football team, no Ryan Fitzpatrick. The kid that comes in for Ryan Fitzpatrick ends up playing very well. I still don't believe, especially after what I saw this Sunday. Holy shit, let's talk about that Buffalo defense. They say that nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills, and the Buffalo Bills shut out the Miami Dolphins. They literally squished them fish. But I can't say that Josh Allen still looked in his pristine stealth. He had a couple nice touchdown throws, but I still think that he could use a little bit of work. I still think he gets a little shaky with those crowds there. But fucking tremendous work on that defensive front. Nice to see Rousseau getting a sack. It was nice to see 2 sacks on the first
Possession
part of the first series of the game. 2 sacks immediately. That they weren't back to back, but it was the shit. It was nice to see. That Buffalo defense is coming along. Again, Buffalo Bills are a scary team. Okay, and I remember when they didn't used to be. 10 years ago, we were the laughing stock of the NFL. One of the laughing stocks of the NFL. We were in the same position that the Jets are. I mean, the one season we went 4-12, 8-8 season, 7-9 season, 7-9 season, just not quite getting there. I still firmly believe, even if I wasn't a Buffalo Bills fan, that this is the year that the Buffalo Bills go to the Super Bowl and win the big one for Ralph Wilson. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills 24-17.
So you're putting a lot of faith in the Taylor Heineke. You think he's going to score 17 points against that Bills defense?
I'm not trying to be like that, and don't get me wrong. I watched this kid play. He plays like he's a starting quarterback, okay? Whatever he's learned anywhere else, he is putting it to work and proving why The Washington football team employs him. He's doing a great job in Ryan Fitzpatrick's absence. I just don't think that he's going to be able to keep stepping up to the defense. A lot of quarterbacks out there that have to face this defense this year are going to be really scared. Like, honestly, like, that is a scary front.
That Bills defensive front has been marvelous this season. AJ Epinesa already has 15 hurries at the quarterback out of, I believe, 52 snaps, which is an improvement from last season where he only had 7 throughout the whole season last year. To have 15 already is just major improvements. I'll say this though, this is a game I'm going to be watching very closely on that offensive line front. I want to see how this offensive line reacts after getting walloped by the Steelers week 1. I want to see how they do against Chase Young and that front line of the Washington football team, because Washington actually has a decent defensive line. We both know this, right,
Another
Potter?
reason why I feel like it's going to be a tough game for Buffalo. Honestly, when I was going through my notes earlier, I was going to say that this is the trap game for Buffalo. The Washington football team is really good. Ron Rivera is really getting he's stacking all of his cards in a deck. He's trying to build a future there. Okay. I understand when they lost Dwayne Haskins, like Ron Rivera and Dwayne Haskins didn't get along. I get that. I really think they missed the mark when they let Dwayne Haskins go. Beyond that, though, I really think the Washington football team is a very balanced team. And if anybody that is a sleeper team, like one of those teams where you don't think that they can beat the Bills, it's gonna be like, I feel like this could be that type of trap game.
I would say it's a trap game if Ryan Fitzpatrick was playing.
Right.
Fitzpatrick is actually a really good quarterback.
I have firm belief in Tyler Heinicke. I feel like he can lead this team in Ryan Fitzpatrick's absence, and he's proven everybody right. He's been able to firmly get a grip on his team, because right now it is his job to lose, in my opinion. If I was Ron Rivera, it is Tyler Heinicke's job to lose whether Ryan Fitzpatrick comes back or not. The kid has played tremendous. You can't take that away from him.
I'm not going to take that away from him, but it's only one game against the New York Giants.
Doesn't matter. When you perform like that, it shows your stride. The Giants don't have a terrible defense, Wolf. You can't take the Giants out of that.
They're mediocre.
They are mediocre. They aren't the Buffalo Bills front seven, and I understand that. But again, like you mentioned, the Washington football team has a great defense. If anybody's going to be able to keep that game a game, it's going to be the Washington football team.
So
again, I score 24-17.
I'm actually taking Buffalo 20-10 against the Washington football team. I don't think they're going to score 2 touchdowns or any field goal. That's just me. I just think that the defense is going to stop Taylor Heinicke because he's still a rookie. He's going to make rookie mistakes. This is his first real test. What?
I really think that you're sleeping on the kid. I really do. I think that like people aren't like looking at the big picture. Like Ryan Fitzpatrick, yeah, that's sweet. Ryan Fitzpatrick has been a journeyman. And how sweet would it be if the combination of these two quarterbacks, the two unlikely quarterbacks, when the Washington football team was in shambles last year, absolute fucking shambles, for them to come here and take this team further than it thought they were going to go? You can't. I mean, could this be the year that Ryan Fitzpatrick makes it to the playoffs? I think he's been there once in his whole career. And that was as a Bengal, as a rookie, because he came in for Carson Palmer to relieve Carson Palmer and got swamped. I remember that game.
Here's the thing that I'm saying, though, is that I believe Washington can actually make the playoffs, yes, especially in that NFC East front. However, I cannot make Tyler Heinicke like a high stepstone quarterback right now when I've only seen him in one game, especially when he already lost his job in preseason and training camp against Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Right, but again, in football, anything and everything can happen. One injury can take one player and give them the chance that they need.
That's true.
The kid's young. There's room to grow. Honestly, if I'm a GM looking at that roster and Ryan Fitzpatrick is with his old old ass and probably however much he wants a year for his contract? Am I keeping the kid that can play well and can be molded? Or am I keeping Ryan Fitzpatrick, who can throw 6 touchdowns in one game or 6 interceptions at the goal line with game-winning drives and a fumble on top of it to boot, and we still lose?
Okay, let me just be honest here. Ryan Fitzpatrick isn't that bad, though.
Yes, but he is inconsistent.
He is inconsistent, but he's been in the league for 15 years.
Ryan Fitzpatrick is very inconsistent. He can have a great game, like I said, throw 6 touchdown passes in a game, but then turn around and have a shite game where he throws 4 interceptions and fumbles the fucking ball because he thinks he's fucking Michael Vick and tries to tuck and run. Just saying.
I'll say this: Ryan Fitzpatrick's been in the league for 15 years. That's not a fluke to be in the NFL.
Right, 15 years and never been to the playoffs. 15 years and has how many winning seasons?
I have to look it up. I don't know off the top of my head.
I'll just say it off the top of my head. I'm going to guess that Ryan Fitzpatrick has, in his 15 years, 3 or 4 winning seasons. And that was because he was backing up.
Now, here's the thing about winning seasons. Do you consider 8-8 winning season and 9-7 winning seasons?
I consider a 500 record a winning season.
Then Fitzpatrick has more than 3 because he's led Buffalo to 8-8 seasons a few times.
There you go. But still, how inconsistent was it that when he was a Buck, okay, that they were having a quarterback battle? Do you remember this? With Jameis Winston and Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan Fitzpatrick came in and threw 6 touchdown games on a Monday night or a Sunday night or some shit like that, and then came back literally the next week against a team where they should have won and threw 6 bonehead picks, 2 of them on the goal line in the middle of a drive that would have changed the game for them. That's the shit that he used to get away with in Buffalo. That's the same shit that he got away with in Cincinnati and anywhere else. He is inconsistent. End of story.
Yes, again, I agree he's inconsistent. However, in the last 3 to 4 years, he's been actually laying up the league lately and hasn't been getting a fair shot in the NFL. Look at what Miami did last year to him.
Right, and I can't take that away from him. But how long is it going to be until and he's hurt right now.
So I'm gonna say this: Ryan Fitzpatrick doesn't become inconsistent until he gets that big contract. So if teams are smart, they don't give Fitzpatrick a big contract. You get like good years out of him, if we're being honest. Because look in Buffalo, he was dicing up teams, not being inconsistent. They gave him the big contract, and then he started just stinking up the joint. If you remember that correctly, do you?
Yes.
So I think the contract is. I think once he gets some money, he doesn't care after that. The man's just trying to get paid. Anyways, I'm gonna say this: I'm taking Buffalo 20-10, just to make sure you guys actually heard about that. Let's move on to the next game, Potter. It's the Chicago Bears at the Cleveland Browns. You want me to go first? You want to go first, or?
Go ahead, go first.
So, I'm actually very impressed with Cleveland this year. I think Cleveland's a really good team. The Bears are starting our man, the man that Potter's been just defending throughout the last 2 weeks. Justin Fields is going to be on the field because Andy Dalton is injured. This is going to be a fun game to me. I'm going to take Cleveland 32-24.
You're going to take Cleveland 32-24.
I think Justin Fields is going to light up the game, but I don't think he's going to win the game for them against this Cleveland defense.
Justin Fields is a great quarterback. I watched him play during his time at Ohio State. You know, again, I love the Buckeyes. I love the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. You know, I'm a fan of teams with high energy and high velocity fans and fans that want to be there. You know what I'm saying? And this kid, okay, is going to be something in Chicago. All right. And I know Chicago's bad luck with quarterbacks. And I really think, you know, letting Mitch Trubisky go, it was a questionable move. But, I mean, again, I feel like Chicago wouldn't have bargained that if they didn't believe in Justin Fields. If they didn't believe that what they had is just fine. All right. And Mitchell Trubisky is going to be great. He's going to go on. In the preseason, he lit it up for Buffalo, but that was preseason. This doesn't mean shit. to be perfectly honest, and everybody knows that.
Yep.
Justin Fields will take time. They're going to put him out on the field. The Bears can cover. The Bears can protect him. Justin Fields will make the time to make his throws, and he'll be fine. And honestly, the Bears are 1-1. The loss of Andy Dalton hurts a little bit, though. That mental, but again, it doesn't hurt that bad to have Andy Dalton on the sidelines mentoring and having a microphone in Justin Fields' ear. It doesn't hurt to have that at all. I think it's going to be a close game. I believe in the Browns this year too. I think they've got a great team coming back from last year. Baker Mayfield looks strong. That 1-2 punch, Kareem Hunt and who's their other fucking name?
Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb.
Yep, Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb just tear that shit up. That's a 1-2 punch made in heaven. You know, they've got an all-star receiver lot. You know, Odell Beckham Jr., the guy that came from Miami. What the hell's his name?
Jarvis Landry.
Yep. I'm just saying, like, it's not bad. It's not a bad time to be a Cleveland Browns fan. But again, if the Cleveland Browns want to get back to where they were last year, they need to keep focused. I think the Browns are going to walk away with this one 24-21.
So I'm gonna say this real quickly. I believe in Justin Fields. I just don't believe in Matt Nagy. Mr. I'd rather start Andy Dalton over Justin Fields. Mr.
I understand what Nagy's doing. Nagy's not trying to hurt his investment. That's an investment in the future for Justin Fields. To sit and learn. Look at what happened when Aaron Rodgers sat for 4 years. Not every quarterback is going to come into the NFL and blow shit up.
Mr.
Some have to learn.
Mr.
I'll give you an example. Jamarcus Russell. When the Raiders drafted Jamarcus Russell, they pushed him directly onto the field. And he was terrible. They gave him no time to develop, no time to learn, nothing. And what happened? He lasted 3 years, and now he's out.
Jamarcus Russell isn't a good example, though. He didn't take the game seriously.
No, but bullshit. He was a fucking Heisman Trophy winner. Didn't take the game seriously.
Did you see what he was doing on the sideline in Oakland?
He was the first overall draft pick in Oakland, and he was slated to be like the guy.
Yes, but have you seen the reports after?
But then when he got drafted and got that money, he stopped caring.
Yes.
That's when he stopped caring. He could have been great. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying that he didn't take the game seriously once he got drafted in the NFL.
Right. That's something I agree with. I thought that you meant, okay, my bad.
No, I meant when he got in the NFL, he didn't take the game seriously, and he wasn't going to actually be a good quarterback if he wasn't taking the game seriously. No coach was going to deal with it, if we're being honest.
Not at all. Why should they?
And I'll say this about Nagy, though, is that he had a franchise quarterback that he drafted in the first round, Trubisky, and he completely fucked him up. I do not want to see the same thing happen to Justin Fields. I think Chicago needs to get rid of him in a heartbeat, but we'll see what they do.
We'll see. This could be the season that says yes or no.
I'll say this about Nagy, is that he's a good coach to get you 9-7, 10-6. Well, it'll be 10-7 and 9-8, but he gets you the wins that make you think, okay, we're going to give him another year to see if he can actually, jump over the hump. And the problem is that the owners of the Chicago Bears are looking at that as, okay, you know what? He needs another season, another season, another season. How many extra seasons are you going to give a man?
Right. I agree with that firmly. How many chances are you going to get?
Anyways, up next, we got the Baltimore Ravens at the Detroit Lions. I'll let you talk about this.
So last week I really said something super far-fetched. I claimed that the Lions could be, and I'm going to stress, could be as good as the Saints. I think I might be wrong. I know I'm wrong.
Actually, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. They are definitely in the Saints level because the Saints just got completely torn apart by the Carolina Panthers.
That's what I'm saying. Like anything, and the Lions are building something. They were winning 14-7. I don't know what happened in the game after I fell asleep. They were winning.
Rodgers woke up finally. He took the game seriously.
Aaron Rodgers woke up. But honestly, I don't see the Lions beating the Ravens. I'm gonna say the Ravens. I could feel like the Lions might keep it close. So I'm gonna say that the Ravens are gonna beat the Lions 28-10.
Wow. It's funny because we actually had the same prediction. I said 20-10 as well for the Ravens. Here's the thing: Lamar Jackson just came off of one of his biggest wins of the season, beating Kansas City, the team that's supposed to be his kryptonite. His bad.
No, trap game. I'm gonna say this again. This could be the trap game. The Lions are not a terrible team. If they get their shit together, they can beat the Ravens. I don't see it happening, but it can be done. Jared Goff is very, very he's not inept. He looks kind of brand new out there. Like he still might be learning the Lions offense, but he looks sharp. He looked okay. He looked okay against the Packers.
I'll say this about Jared Goff is that he looks like a he looks like a rookie quarterback trying to learn the system or whatever. Which in his season, in his career, he should not be looking that way. But at the same time, he's on a new team and a new system. I can understand it, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. However, who's even on this? You said Jeff Okubo was injured. Besides the defensive front with Flowers and Jamie Collins, who I think Jamie Collins isn't that good unless he was in New England, just to be completely fair with you. But who else really is on the secondary for the Lions that could actually make an impact?
Second.
And I'm saying this because I want to know the person that's going to actually stop Lamar Jackson. Because that's going to be the key for the Lions. Whoever can stop Lamar Jackson gives the Lions a chance to beat the Ravens.
Nobody of notability. The two that are
Flowers and Collins, right?
Yeah.
All right. Again, we'll have to see how it goes. I'm still thinking Baltimore 20-10. Next game up, we got Indianapolis Colts at the Tennessee Titans. You want me to go first in this one?
Go ahead.
I fucking hate Tennessee. Okay? Tennessee, fuck you for winning that game. You guys should have beaten fucking the fucking Seahawks. And by the way, I hated you last season too. So don't think I'm just hating you this season for some reason. I fucking hate Derrick Henry. I fucking hate Ryan Tannehill. I fucking hate Mike DeBall and his fucking pedo stash. Like, come the fuck on. However, I gotta take Tennessee to beat the fucking Colts because fucking Indianapolis decided to let Wentz fucking die last week. So I have to actually pick you motherfuckers. So I don't know why I'm even talking about this game that much. I'm taking Tennessee 20-6. Potter, you can talk about this game anymore. I don't even want to talk about this game.
So I don't really want to talk about this game either. So we're just gonna move on, and I'm gonna pick the Titans to win over the Colts because they're just gonna let fucking Carson Wentz die again. So
is Wentz playing?
Huh?
Is Wentz playing?
It is questionable.
Anyways, your score?
Score is I'm gonna say 21-10 Titans.
And by the way, Titans, you're only good because of Derrick Henry. You lose Derrick Henry, you guys are fucked.
That's not true. They have Ryan Tannehill. He's pretty good too.
I'm trying. I'm just being happy, okay? Up next, we got the Los Angeles Chargers at the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to say this real quickly before I let you start on this one. Kansas City, Mahomes went into the Baltimore game. They were 35-0 on September, and they suffered their first ever loss in September in like the last 4 years. That's impressive to say. At least we went 35-0 though during September. Um, that's all I want to say about Kansas City. I'll let Potter talk about them. I'll not say my pick yet until I let Potter pick first.
Hold on. So,
No,
my thing about Kansas City is they're coming off a huge loss. Okay. So they, like you said, 35-0 in September. It's hard to come back from a loss like that. But if anybody I think can do it, it's the Chiefs and Andy Reid. And I think that Mahomes is going to have a chip on his shoulder, and that whole team's going to have a chip on its shoulder, and they're going to want to win, regardless of who it's against. And unfortunately, it's going to have to be the Chargers. And I'm going to say that this is going to be the highest scoring game of the week at 35-17. Chiefs.
you're saying this is the highest scoring game of the week.
Maybe let's give them 42.
You're giving Chiefs 42?
42-17. Sorry, Chargers fans. I really, I'm gonna have to give it to the Chiefs here, and it's because the fact that this team is gonna have a chip on its shoulder. I don't think they're gonna lose 2 in a row. I really, really don't think they're gonna lose 2 in a row. But again, that remains to be seen.
It'd be fun if they did, though. If they lost 2 in a row, that'd be nice for the AFC.
Right.
I got to take Kansas City 35-13. And by the way, real quickly, just to make sure people know, Titans game, I picked Titans 20-6. I don't know if I just had the score or not. So just gotta say that real quickly. I picked the Chiefs 35-13 against Justin Herbert. I like Justin Herbert. I really do like Justin Herbert. I think he's a good quarterback. He can get the job done. And he probably will score more points than 13. I think maybe he'll be in the high 20s in this game if he's actually on. However, the problem is that when you're facing Kansas City, a pissed off Kansas City team at that as well, they're going to put points on the board, right? They're not going to like let teams just completely ransack them, and they're not going to just get stopped easily. That's the problem with playing defense, is that you have a good defense against Kansas City, it really doesn't matter because Kansas City is still going to put up like at least 30 to 40 points.
Right.
However, Los Angeles, they've been planning for the Kansas City Chiefs forever because they're the division rivals as well. So I can see this being a close game. I can see it's going into the high 30s for Kansas City and the Chargers, both getting 30 points just because it's a division rival. However, like I gotta think mentally and physically. I gotta go with the mental route, saying that Kansas City's gonna win 35-13. But however, don't be surprised if the Los Angeles Chargers shocks the world and somehow traps the Chiefs in this game and beats them. Because I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Just to be honest with you.
Right.
Any other things you gotta say about this game, or you want to just keep moving on? You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Up next, we have the New Orleans Saints at the New England Patriots. I'll let you go first on this one. I don't really want to say what I gotta think about this game right now. I'm still actually thinking. I'm still okay. Listen, I'll say this. I was talking to Jeff earlier about this game, and do you really believe in Jameis Winston after what you saw last week from him?
What's that?
Do you believe in Jameis Winston after what you've seen last week from him?
No.
So you completely are changing a 180 after what you've seen last week?
Not a 180. I just don't feel like I want to say that Jameis Winston can beat the Patriots, and in my heart, I want to pick the Saints to beat the Patriots. But
that's my problem with this game, is that I want to pick the New Orleans Saints. However, I just can't go against Belichick's defense. Like,
did you say Brady?
I almost said Brady, yes, but I saved myself. I don't want to. I can't go against Belichick's defense. That's my whole issue right now, is that Belichick's defense is just I don't see Jameis Winston putting up points against that defense of the Belichick's.
No, I don't either. I'm going to take the Patriots. Unfortunately, I'm going to take the Patriots 24-21. They're going to win by
24-21.
they're going to win by field goal.
So I'm taking New England.
And
Wow.
it burns my fucking chaps to take them. It really burns my fucking chaps.
I'm taking the Patriots 17-7. I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I don't think it's gonna go in the 20 digits really for both teams. However, Mac Jones has proven that he's actually an effective quarterback. He gets the job done. He knows how to game manage a game. He's not like lay up the league or anything, but he's actually just nickel diming the team down the field. He's doing the Belichick system, and it's working well for him right now. He's not gonna be a quarterback to throw interceptions or picks when he's not gonna like give the game to another team. So New England's actually has a decent offense in that system with Mac Jones running it, and New England's defense is scary good. It's gonna be a problem this season.
Yeah, a little bit.
The Saints last week, Jameis Winston. I don't know why you became Buccaneer Winston, but I hope you guys actually figure it out this week and make us wrong. Beat New England. That's all I gotta say about that. But I had to take New England just the smart. I'm just picking them just because of the smartness in me instead of like my heart. I'm going with my brain. 17-7 New England.
All right.
Up next, Atlanta goes into New York to take on the New York Giants. Well, this game is such a shit show, right? Huh? Like, instead of putting the pictures of the logos, I should put just a garbage can and a garbage can.
I have 2 words for you. Matty Ice. 17-7 Falcons. That's all I have to say about this.
Okay, so I'm actually taking the Giants 24-20. I'm only taking the Giants because I think this is going to be a game that can go both ways. And I think most people are going to take Atlanta. And in a pick'em season series like this, games that are going to matter are the games like these where it can go either way and you got to pick the right one. And I think maybe I'll get a steal in the victory column with the Giants. However, if they don't win, I'm not going to like actually be upset about it or nothing. I can see the Falcons winning as well too. So I'm just taking the Giants because of that 24-20. It is a shitfire game though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Up next, we got the Cincinnati Bengals going into Pittsburgh, take on the division rivals, Pittsburgh Steelers.
What again? I'm sorry.
Cincinnati at Pittsburgh.
Ooh, another division rival game.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, I like where Cincinnati's going. Okay, they both come in there. Cincy comes into Pittsburgh 1-1. Pittsburgh's 1-1. Okay, both wanting to win. But I think the experience of the Steelers is going to pay off here as long as Big Ben comes to play.
So, did you know that Big Ben actually is injured?
He is?
That's what Steeler fans were telling me.
Ooh.
Big Ben got hurt in the game week 2 against the Raiders.
He's questionable.
Yes.
Do you think he's not going to play?
I think he's going to play, but when you're that age and you got injured already, there's a higher chance if you play, you're going to injure yourself like even further and maybe be out for a few weeks.
That Bengals defense, though, too. Like, I don't. Oh, this is going to be a close one. Ooh.
And plus, I also heard T.J. Watt is also questionable as well.
Damn. All right. Word. I'm taking the Bengals. 17-14.
You're taking Cincinnati.
17-14.
So, I'll say this. I actually took Pittsburgh 17-3 because I'm pretty sure T.J. Watt's going to play. And that Steeler defense is scary still. Like, that defense is what carries that team, is the defense. The offense, I'm not really too worried about. If Big Ben plays, it's whatever. If Big Ben doesn't play, I think you actually are more confident in Dwayne Haskins than most people, aren't you?
I am.
Could you see him going in there and completely dominating the Bengals with that receiving core?
Beating an Ohio team? Oh, I mean, I can see it, but honestly, Joe Burrow has more experience. If it comes down, I'm sticking with the Bengals.
Sticking with the Bengals.
17-14.
All right. But I just think this is going to be an interesting game because it can go either way. I don't think there's any wrong decision here picking either Cincinnati or Pittsburgh. It's just if honestly, if I had a clear route on if TJ Watt's playing and if Big Ben's actually playing, it'd be a different story in general as well too. Like if Big Ben and TJ Watt is definitely out, I'd probably take Cincinnati. But the problem is that they're questionable, and I think TJ Watt is going to play. So yeah, that's my whole issue here. I think if TJ Watt plays, I think it's going to be a hard time for Joe Burrow to get the passes out to T. Higgins and the receivers. Because Cincinnati has a good receiving core, actually. The problem with Cincinnati is they don't have an offensive line.
That's true.
It's such a hard... Like, these games this week are so hard to actually pick, you know?
Right.
However, do you have anything else to say about this game with Steelers and Bengals?
Steelers 17-14.
You're thinking Steelers?
17-14.
Is that final answer?
Final answer.
All right. Up next, we got a game that's going to be easier to pick. Arizona at Jacksonville. Jacksonville, you're a shit show. I'm just going to put a garbage can in your thing as well.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Arizona wins.
Shit show.
Jacksonville versus Arizona. I'm taking Arizona 30-0. I don't think Jacksonville's scoring at all. Potter, what do you think?
24-3. Cardinals.
So you're in the same boat as I am. Just Jacksonville's dead.
I just, I have some love for Urban Meyer though.
Who did Arizona play last week?
Shit.
Oh, Minnesota.
Yeah.
You guys escaped with that win, by the way. Minnesota should have beat you guys, but of course, they don't have a kicker apparently this year, so yeah.
Yeah, Minnesota's a shit show.
I feel bad for the Vikings as well.
Don't even get me fucking started about Minnesota, dude. I'm not even going to talk when we talk about that game.
Up next, we got the New York Jets at the Denver Broncos. I'll let you go first before I go on my rant.
Oh, the Jets are fucking going 0-17 this year. They're going 0-17, and Teddy Bridgewater is going to get another win. 21-0 Broncos. They're going to be the second AFC team to get stomped out with a zero score. Fuck the Jets. Jets, suck my cock.
Zach Wilson.
Murdered. That kid's gonna get murdered by Von Miller, dude. Oh my god.
Zach Wilson. Last week against New England, you threw 4 interceptions. Was it?
Fucking Nathan Pickerman.
Nathan Pickerman. No.
Zach Wilson, I have some advice for you. Go to Walmart. Type get a job application, sign your name on that shit, because that's exactly where you're fucking headed after this season. Right back to Walmart, bagging groceries where the fuck you belong.
Oh boy. I'm taking Denver 20-13.
I hope Jets fans hate me as much as I hate them because their team is garbage.
You just took the thing right out of my mouth, by the way. I was going to go off on them. I didn't think you were going to actually go off on them that much, but... Well, Pyre had to do everything I had to say about the Jets, so I'm just going to move it on.
I figured I'd let you talk shit about the Vikings, so there you go.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to be talking shit about the next game after this, but real quickly, I'm taking Denver 20-13. I'm giving the Jets 13 points. Just...
I hate how you don't believe in the Broncos at all. Like, Teddy Bridgewater has been very solid.
I love Bridgewater.
The team, listen, Von Miller had an interview, and he pretty much said that the team wouldn't have it any other way. Like, they do not believe in Drew Lock at all whatsoever.
I love Bridgewater, actually.
I don't see Drew Lock hanging out in Denver after this season. I think he's gonna go bye-bye.
So I'll say this about Bridgewater is that I love Bridgewater. He's a really good quarterback, I think, in my opinion. However, it's the New York Jets. They don't have to do that much on offense to really beat the Jets, if we're being honest. Do you think Bridgewater's gonna go out there and just throw like 5 touchdowns against the Jets?
No.
I don't see him actually trying against the Jets because he knows it's the Jets.
I mean, Philip Lindsay's there too, so like I figured he might do some work.
That's true. But if you're running the ball mostly in the game, you're going to not have a lot of points scored, and you're just going to run out the clock, really. That's the thing as well.
I mean, the Broncos are going to be 3-0 after this week.
They should be.
I don't see the Jets beating them.
If the Jets beat them somehow, some way, I'll come on here and apologize to all you Jet fans.
If the Jets beat them, I will physically fucking tell everybody that it was the fucking power of Rex Ryan and his love of feet and how much he fucking loves the Jets, and fuck Rex Ryan, fuck the Jets, and fuck Robert Saleh.
Okay, we're moving on.
Fuck the whole Jets organization as a whole.
We're moving on.
New Jersey, fucking Jets, calling them New York. Shut the fuck up.
Up next, we got the Miami Dolphins going into Las Vegas taking on the Raiders.
Raiders are 2-0. Miami's walking in without their starting quarterback.
He's questionable, I thought.
I don't think they're going to. Listen, he took a really hard, nasty couple of hits at the beginning of the Buffalo game this past week. They had a bad game, a really bad game. Jacoby Brissett did the best that he could against that charge of Buffalo defense. And I think it's going to be all the same in Oakland. I don't think it's going to be a 0 score. I think that it's going to end up being like 21. I'll be nice and say 28-6. You know what? I'll be nice and say 10.
28-10?
28-10, I'm taking the Raiders.
All right, Miami. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. So I'm taking the Raiders 28-14. You guys lost your starting quarterback. A lot of people were in my inboxes this whole week saying about how Tua Tagovailoa is the best quarterback since Joe Montana, and that he's gonna beat Brady's record of winning 7 to 8 Super Bowls with the Miami Dolphins.
Okay. I mean, whoever was in your inbox saying that definitely smokes crack.
And it wasn't just one person. It was like 5 or 6.
Yes, and they all smoke crack together in a fucking crack den where they pay little to no rent, and they all share and smoke crack and fuck each other up the butt.
So, Miami, I just gotta say this real quickly. How did you like getting completely walloped in your home stadium against your division rivals and not have a chance in hell of actually scoring any points in that game either?
0.
The Dolphins, I don't know what to say about you guys.
I mentioned it once to Kenny in the chat, and he told me to go fuck myself.
He should go since, you know.
All right.
Guys, that is an inside joke, and I don't mean anything I just said. Just skip it. Dolphins, you're losing. I'm taking Las Vegas 20-14. Jacoby Brissett's not a bad quarterback. I like Brissett. I don't like him on the Dolphins.
Wolfy sucks.
What?
You heard what I said. So did they. He sucks. Don't listen to Wolf. Brissett sucks. If Brissett was going to be something, he would have been something with the Colts. The Colts wouldn't have moved on for him and traded for Carson fucking Wentz. I'm just saying.
That is a true point. But I'm taking the Raiders 20-14. I think Brissett's actually going to put 2 touchdowns on the board. Maybe even Tua's going to play, and Tua's going to put 2 touchdowns on the board. I don't believe in Tua. I don't believe in Brissett really that much. I don't believe in this offense. This Miami defense. I mean, what even is your defense? Just two corners and that's it, and then people off of fucking Make a Wish. Like, come on. It's not you don't have Calvin Noy anymore. You don't have that great defensive front that you had last season. I don't see it anymore. Miami, you're going back down the list. New England's taking your spot as the second best team in the AFC East.
Miami, you're falling down the list.
Up next, we got Tampa Bay going into Los Angeles to take on the Rams.
Man, that Rams team. Can I please?
Yes.
If there's gonna be a team that can beat the Bucs this year early and end this hot streak, the Rams have got it. The Rams have got Matt Stafford, and he looks amazing. Okay, they're 2-0 at home. Okay, and the Bucs are walking in. I don't think the Bucs are walking out 3-0. I'm taking the Rams 28-21. And it is going to be tied for most of the game, and Matt Stafford is going to get a fourth quarter victory as he's going to throw a touchdown within a couple, like literally giving Tom Brady no time to do shit. And Iron Ace is going to cry.
So, you remember earlier when I was talking about a game like Cincinnati and Pittsburgh, how it can go either way with both teams? That's how I feel with this game right here is the Buccaneers and Rams. And there's another game. There's actually two other games on the list as well that we've talked about still. That's going to be lopsided. That's going to be the same way where it's like hard to pick.
I completely disagree with you. I feel like the Rams at home cannot lose. They cannot lose. They refuse to lose. They cannot lose. They want to, like, the Rams have not, this is the best the Rams have done in a long while. Okay? They have a steady quarterback. He looks great.
Stafford does look great.
All right? And I honestly I don't think we've seen much of Tom Brady versus Matt Stafford ever. And I really, really think that everyone's going to get a treat in this game. I still really, really think the Rams are going to win, and it's going to have something to do with Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp. The connection that those two have already is just phenomenal.
I think the game's going to end 20-24, and I got to take the Bucs.
Of course you do.
I don't. I think it's a lot. I don't. It's not that I don't believe. It's not that I don't believe in Matt Stafford. It's just I cannot bet against Tom Brady.
I can. Tom Brady's gonna lose in Los Angeles against the Rams.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does.
A quarterback that plays just like Tom Brady, who is 10 years younger, is going to beat Tom Brady, and we are going to see the real game. Like, if any games that we're going to see, because I know we haven't seen much of Matt Stafford versus the last. Could you actually look up the last time these two matched up?
Oh, Stafford versus Brady?
I guarantee you that he was a Lion and he was a Patriot. And I guarantee you we're still in the teens. I'd say 2016.
Where?
Or maybe they have never played each other. Even better.
They've played each other.
I know they have.
I just can't find it. That's the problem. Again, I'm not surprised if the Rams win. I think the Rams are actually a dark horse to win this game. However, I just can't take over. I just can't not see Brady winning. Here's the thing with the Super Bowl champions is that I see them going at least 8-0 this season to start the season. Only because they won the Super Bowl last season. It seems like whenever some team wins the Super Bowl, they start the season off very hot and they do not lose games until like at least halfway through the season. We see it last year of Kansas City. I believe it's it like a few times in New England as well.
2017.
2017? You think it's going to be 20-17 Rams?
Hold on. Matt Stafford.
Oh, you're saying when they last played.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at this. Stafford versus Brady in their whole career. The stats. This is from 2017. So in completion or in touchdowns, 456 to 187. I mean, the rate is 97.2 against 86.8. I don't think they've ever played each other. I'm looking.
I
Not telling me.
Last time Brady took on Stafford. Let me see. Last time Brady faced
2018.
Stafford. This is a
Damn. So look up 2018 week 3.
2018 week 3.
Yep, that was the game. That was the last time they played. So we're talking 4 years, guys. 4 years since these two have played each other. A lot can happen in 4 years. Both scenery changes for both quarterbacks. Okay, a huge one for Matt Stafford. Okay, Tom Brady is aging. Still looks like he's. They say that he still looks like he's 36, but honestly, he's gonna be going against a very seasoned Rams defense.
That's crazy. They haven't played since 2018.
Yeah. What was the score of that game?
26-10 with Detroit winning.
So the last time they played, Stafford beat him as a Lion.
Yeah.
Imagine what's going to happen when he plays them with a stacked Rams team. Yeah, I'm
And,
keeping my I'm keeping my pick intact. The
and you
Rams
can,
are they're walking into the Rams and the Rams are going to win.
it's going to be a close game for sure. I,
Stafford's going to beat Brady again.
let's go to the next matchup here. We got the Seattle Seahawks at the Minnesota Vikings.
I'm going to hang my head in shame.
Okay, so taking Seattle. What's the score? Real quickly before I start talking about this game.
17-7.
17-7. So Minnesota, I pick in Seattle as well, 27-17. The Vikings, they had good week last week. They almost beat the Arizona Cardinals. They should have beat them, but they missed a field goal, like a chip shot field goal easily. It's hard to see with Minnesota Vikings is that they have a history of missing field goals. Let's just be honest here. Any kicker they get, just some way, somehow, just misses a field goal, left, right,
Curse.
center. It doesn't matter.
Fucking curse.
It is a curse. I agree.
Curse.
I don't see you guys actually beating Seattle. I think Seattle is coming in this game pissed off that they lost last week against the Tennessee fucking Titans. I just can't stand Tennessee. I'm not even mad that they lost. Like Seattle lost. I just can't stand Tennessee. Um, Russell Wilson, I think is gonna have a good day. It might be a close game as well too. It might be a trap game for Seattle. I can see that happening. However, I still think Seattle's gonna win 27-17. Pyre does not want to talk about this game, so let's keep going on, right?
No, I don't want to talk about this fucking game.
Up next, Green Bay goes into San Francisco to take on the Niners. Sunday Night Football, Packers, Niners.
Niners are 2-0.
Yes.
And who's been playing quarterback?
Garoppolo and Trey Lance.
Oh, they've been splitting reps.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been working for the 49ers. If Rodgers can get his head on his shoulders like he did against the Lions, I think the 49ers are going to experience their first loss. I'm going to take the Packers 35-21.
35-21.
Yes.
Now, I want to actually bring up some stats here for the Niners. I want to see actually how Trey Lance actually did. If it was Trey Lance and Garoppolo, if it was both, or just the one or the other. Uh, Actually, it was just Garoppolo last week. I know they have Trey Lance playing sometimes. I believe they have him like a gadget player. But the
They
different.
drafted him to be a gadget player. That's some bullshit.
Well, I was bitching about Chicago using what's his name as a gadget player, Justin Fields. However, the way that the Niners have been using not Justin Fields, I almost said Justin Fields. The way they've been using Trey Lance is that it's very unpredictable which one be playing with, like football basically, with Garoppolo and Trey Lance compared to what I watched from week one at least. They were keeping the defense on their toes, having both on the field at the same time, and it was actually working wonders for them. I believe. Let me see week one if I can find the actual score when they took on. I can't remember who they faced week one. I remember watching that game and they were doing basically some trickery to the Lions and whatnot, and I just found the game. That's why I said the Lions. But it was mostly Garoppolo taking the snaps, and then you just don't know where Trey Lance was and everything. I know Trey Lance actually threw a few passes in this game as well. I just can't find the stats apparently. I guess they only show like one quarterback on NFL.com. But anyways, I think I don't know if Aaron Rodgers, to be honest. I don't know if him and Devontae Adams is really trying that much. If they are trying or if they're not. It seems like they're kind of not, but at the same time, it seems like they kind of are, especially in the second half against the Lions last week. Um, this is a game where they can lose, and it wouldn't make a lot of Packer fans mad because this is gonna be a close game with against the Niners, right?
Yeah.
I'm taking the Niners 27-26. I think it's gonna be a 1 point game. I think it's gonna be close. I think this is gonna be the Sunday Night Football thing where, you know, either team can win. Finally, Niners get the ball last, and they go down the field, get a field goal, and win the game against the Green Bay Packers. Again, this is a game where I think it can go either way with both teams. It all depends on Aaron Rodgers, to be honest. If Aaron Rodgers comes out playing, I can see the Packers winning. If he doesn't, I can see the Niners winning. Do you agree?
Yes and no.
So, what do you not agree with on on that stance or whatever?
I mean, I just kind of explained it.
You just think Rodgers is gonna actually play?
I think he's going to actually play.
All right. Anyways, the last game tonight, it's the Philadelphia Eagles at the Dallas Cowboys.
And what can I say about this game, dude? 1-1, division rivals. What do you think about this game, Wolf?
If Dallas wants to prove they're legit, they better beat Philadelphia and they better beat them clean. I took Dallas to beat them 24-10.
I agree. Same score, 24-10.
I'll say this about Dallas. I'm actually impressed with their offensive game plan here this season. Letting Dak Prescott go out there passing even when he had question marks like early on this season. This and the other, as you know. Yeah, I mean, I think this is Dallas's game to lose. If they don't beat the Philadelphia Eagles, then I don't think they're actually legit.
It really is Dallas' game to lose. They came out looking great in the loss against the Bucks. Came back strong in the next game. It is Dallas' game to lose. I 100% feel that. I don't feel like Jalen Hurts is the guy.
We're still talking about Jalen Hurts here. I don't know if Jalen Hurts. I'm like iffy towards him. Like I can agree with what you're saying about him, but at the same time, I can see him still being a decent quarterback if he actually tries and whatnot.
You are not excited.
So I'll say this: I think Jalen Hurts is he's 1-1 for a reason this season as well too. So yeah, that is gonna do it for our week 3 predictions here in the NFL. Last things you want to say, Potter?
No.
All right. Well, real quickly, I'm gonna probably say real quickly, this weekend, this weekend, it's gonna be AWW Boiling Rock. Everyone show up for that show as well. That's gonna be an awesome show. We have a great matches lined up for you on that show for AWW. I'll probably be streaming this week as well during, well, this video will be up on Thursday, so maybe Thursday night I'll be streaming some Gridiron, a new football game I found that actually looks very fun, and we're gonna try it out on stream one of these days, probably coming Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh,
Um,
is that the one football game you found?
no, it's not the modded 2K5. If that's what you're thinking. You mean the one I was in Discord playing when you came in?
What's that? Yeah.
No, this is actually something completely different. It's actually an online 7v7 game where basically there's 14 players playing and you're basically playing just a random game of football. No team license or nothing.
That'd be dope.
It's an interesting game and it's an interesting concept. I want to try and see how play it myself because it's in early beta. Right now it's in alpha actually, not beta, but it's in early alpha form and it's free to play on Steam. So if you guys haven't tried it, I suggest trying it out, especially if you do not like Madden. I think that'd be a good alternative for you guys. I mean, Potter, I'd say you should try it, but I mean, I don't know how your PC would handle it, really. It's a PC only game.
Yeah, I don't think my PC could handle it.
But yeah, guys, I will see you Friday for AWW. If I do not stream this week, because this video's coming out Thursday, if I don't stream Thursday night, you'll see me Friday on AWW as well as Saturday. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. I'm out. Peace.